In this video, I'm going to give you a very important tip on how to use negative comments when you're describing a person. Remember, sometimes while describing a person or talking about relationships, you need to give some negative comments about people. But this might sound a little rude or too direct. For example, you want to say, she's impatient. The person is impatient, or he's unreliable. As I said, this may sound rude or too direct, so you don't want to do this. So we need to soften the language, the comment, and there are two ways to do this. One way is to use this phrase. Can be a bit. Whatever you want to say, add it here after this. Then you can have your negative adjective. Can be a bit, whatever, like this. Look, example, she can be a bit impatient, or she can be a bit unreliable. She can be a bit stingy sometimes. So this phrase can help you soften your language, okay? And this way you prevent being rude or a little too direct, okay? What is the other one? So this was the first method. There is another method. Look here. Use this. Not very plus the positive adjective. For example, the negative adjective you want to use is unreliable. Turn it into positive, reliable, and add it here. Not very. Then put that positive adjective. Let me give you an example. Look here. You want to say, he is unreliable. Don't say that. Too direct. Say this one. He's not very reliable. He's not very reliable. Or you want to say the person is stingy. Don't say that. Use generous. And you can say, well, you know, she's not very generous. Means she's stingy. So these two ways can help you soften your language whenever you're going to use something negative about a person, if you want to describe the person. Okay? Good. So stay with me. I've got a few more points to share. This tip can help you score higher in your exam. Remember, if you use a character adjective like the ones we just learned here to describe someone in the exam, you should expand on it or explain it. This means you're not going to give a list of adjectives. For example, the person is smart, then you add some other adjectives like oversensitive, impatient, maybe negative, maybe positive. This is not the way. If you're going to give an adjective, so each adjective should be extended with more explanation like this. She's really outgoing and sociable. This is your adjective. So don't stop here. Don't add another adjective. Go ahead and expand on it. Explain it a little more. So you can say, she's really outgoing and sociable. She's always going out with friends and colleagues. Everyone thinks she's good fun. You can add more. Look at this one. He's not very reliable. Don't stop here. Add more. Expand on it. So, for example, if I email him, he won't respond. So, it is a very, very important tip. Whenever you're describing a person's character, don't stop with your adjectives. These are not enough. Expand on it and add more explanations. So please stay with us. In the next slide, I'm going to give you a practice. And this can help you enhance your performance in the test. Look here. You're going to hear questions that are typical of part 1 in the IELTS exam. Please try to use some of the vocabulary and the language you've just learned here. Remember, you learned some phrases to talk about relationships. Do you remember them? You learned some vocabulary, some adjectives to describe people It might be negative, it might be positive, and you learn something important. Soften the language for negative comments, for negative adjectives, and try to expand on the adjectives you offer for the person. Thanks for watching us.